Hello and welcome again. My name is Reeves always, and you're joining me for some more Pillars of Eternity. So we're on our way to the market, full of lovely people, cute animals like a bear, and market. This is the market. So we're inside the market. Nice, big, friendly, warm. That's a child. That's a Tamara.
Many blessings, traveler.
So, what is your trade? Barbarian skin. Well, then, dear, look upon the bounty our hunters provided for us. Wow, that is some nice armor you have there. Don't mind if I can enchant. What? What's this enchant? I can improve shit. What the fuck, game? Okay, fine. Killer's work. I'll just. I want to sell things. Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that either. All these. All this. All this. All this. All this. Arquebus. This is just lockpicks. Egg. Trap. Armor. Piece of chicken. Some more armor. Some sticks. A bow. Some books I don't really need. A sword. That actually seems like decent armor if I have to say it. And anything here that I want to get rid of? Yes, this. Don't really need these, do I? A fine greatsword. Maybe worth keeping. I'll look into keeping these for now. Any armor? Yes, lots of armor to get rid of. All of them are shit. A bunch of crap I don't want. Good. I guess this is good. Trade. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I don't want anything else. Okay. So, we're going here. Mostly because those other monk, the one that died, gave us that mission. So just going into sneaking mode because fuck it. Sneaking is cool. And no one is talking. You have a pet lion. What is this, Africa or something? Funny joke. Oh, that's a big person. What's the steps? Hello, ogre. Is this a bar?
Hello.
Hi, Haggard Shoes. I'd like to have a room, please. Yes, ooh, this one looks good. Yes, celestial suit. Sweet, not suit. Fucking amazing race, my friend. F5. Okay, that's a huntress. Valiant woman. It's an ogre. Hello. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. I'm letting firsthand the many shortcomings of Clan Fathom hospitality. I can almost forgive the hostility toward outsiders, but the temperature taverns and these watered-down drinks inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I need to help my friends, and you look like the right person for the job. Which is to say, you're not Clan Fathom, making you the closest thing I have got to an ally in this paranoid land. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? What help do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Glenfarren scouts are not just any mob of locals you like, the Fangs. The Fangs are Brutus relentless bunch, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. As for why I need your help, well, I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble's coming, and I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. Without any luck, we'll reach my friends before the Fangs do, but if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Tell me more about your expedition. I'd like to think we're on a mission of reclamation. Let's say that our armies left behind many valuables in their haste to retreat from Airglanfaf at the end of the War of the Black Trees, so the way I see it, we're simply gathering up what our ancestors left behind. I doubt the Glanfathers agree with me on this, though. My expedition set out from Defiance Bay, heading directly east to cross the Glanfather lands. I split off once we arrived at the Bell, the natural frontier between our nations. The plan was for me to keep my eyes on the Glanfathers while the main group scoured the target area. For days we eluded them, but the Fangs got wise to our presence. Your friends are criminals. Well, forgive me if I'm not sympathetic with face painters and their barbaric laws. I'm not pretending that we are doing is noble. I just don't believe trespassing is a crime that warrants execution. So why aren't you warning them? It was my turn to handle for patrol. I spotted the Fangs on my track back to camp. I knew that rejoining my main group would risk leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods and I know how to stay quiet, but I don't want to stake my friends' lives on the ability to sneak past expert hunters like the Fangs. If they noticed me warning my friends, we'd have no run. But if they notice me and some reinforcements like, say, you, well, at least then we can scare them off or put up a good fight. Well, some other time. I understand your apprehension, but I hope you'll reconsider and soon. Camp, that's not what I was looking for. Some more people in here. Are you... Let's check this quest line thing. Assassin at Large, Rogue Knight, Dream and Memory, Land of the Grieving Mother's past. Maybe I should talk to the Grieving Mother.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
I'm going to talk to you.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
I have questions for you, bitch. I want to know more about you.
In asking, we reveal ourselves to each other.
Why are you called the Grieving Mother? This seems to go still for a moment. The time stretches as it did before the two of you first met. There's a wash of uncertainty for her mind, slowly shaping into questions to swirl and do not coalesce. She does not move. She seems paralyzed, as if you have just wrapped her in a cold blanket.
That is a question for you, not I.
Haha.
That is
That's
not
my name.
Although if you wish to hang the title on me, I cannot stop you. Is that what you see when your eyes fall upon me?
So I named you? As a watcher, you may see what I do not. Or a mind shapes the thoughts I project into new meaning. There's truth in that title, but it is still not all I am. So what do you grieve then? You must have felt it, seen it. It has many names, and its pain it has only caused. There's a wound cut across the belly of the world, a jagged knife that has stripped the stems of men, coffers across the wombs of women. There's much I have forgotten, but I can feel the wound all around me, and it will not let me rest, not let me be. The children have gone silent, yet their voices may be heard again. Are you speaking of the Hollowburn? Yes, the word was once unknown to me, as was much of what unfolded in the outside world. When the curse came upon us, I thought it a smaller thing, a thing of communities and hearths. It was only when I walked did I feel it stretching out around me in all the cracks of the world. Children have been cursed. I do not think it was something they caused, nor something deserved. That which is inside them has been torn away. I do not know how, but this wound must be stitched closed. Wool bleeds forth from between a woman's legs. If this blood is not stemmed, the world will die and grow quiet. Do you know its cause? I shall know it through you. You saw me where I hid. Whoever's hands have stilled the world, you shall see them. And if there's no way to heal it, what then? I will be there, and you will do what must be done. You were given your sight so that you may watch the world, and you will tend it. The children shall have their voice again. If your will is weak, then I shall strengthen it. Lean upon me, as I lean upon you. You shall be my eyes, as I shall be your hands when the time comes. Let's continue our journey.
No problem. Sure.
No, I don't think it's really worth my time being here. Wait. I recall there's supposed to be something missing in here, hidden. Underneath the floorboards. Oh, that's a bunch of monks.
Welcome!
I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please, we've been waiting for another order to beat us here, and if you have found him. He gave me this. Hand me that. I mean, please, that is of great importance. My brethren, the Archmarcher has sent word at long last we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger. Your honest souls are be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected seals to be broken. I am glad to see common decency not yet lost from this world. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. Well, going back seemed to pay off, actually. That's some quest XP. Nice, nice. Steps. Okay, so that's that.
Did your father teach you to hunt?
No,
No.
that task fell to the tribe's huntmaster, though he tried everything in his power not to teach me.
Okay, so we need to go to Alma's Reach, which would be over here. Because I need to speak to someone there.
I could do nothing right by him on account of my hair color.
I'm familiar with the sentiment. From the Vailian republics to Erglan Thoth, narrowness of mind is truly universal.
I have come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. Always too cozy with the Estamern. Go there and mind your step around the sacred stones. Oh, that's good. I'm minding my step, you motherfuckers. Alm's Reach. Yes, thank you. In case any of you were wondering if you're hearing creaking sounds every now and then, my chair is kind of broken, and I'm currently using a, well, one made of wood, a wooden chair, if you guys can believe that. Oh, hello there, Theos.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara ex Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
Well, you honor me, motherfucker.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now.
Uh-huh.
We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
And how would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different.
So how would we
The
get...
king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get Eovar to move to Sirius?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Uh-huh. I have no fucking idea what that guy is on about. If you know, please let me know in the comment section below. You know? That fucking comment section right down there. Oh, hello. Planty chicks. You have some nice, boobs. So,
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
I am a flesh creature, not a plant creature. Don't be, oppressing me with your plantiness.
Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell him and be troubled no more. It would pay the debt of his predecessor.
Wait a second.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
Well, thank you,
What
Sita.
of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
Well, I seek a man who came through. It sounds as though you've already met him.
There! By his own admission, Sheetha.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer? Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial.
Yeah, no,
The
I want to
answer is
punch his
yes,
faces.
old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
Well, that is actually the most fucking honest answer right there. I don't fully know myself. Stopping him might end Woedwin's legacy.
So that is the reason he passed this way. This is low, even for the Leaden Key.
Yeah, I agree.
Told you we should have confronted him, Sheetha. He has always been a poison.
Yeah.
It would have been the last thing we ever did, sister. Who can be said to have ever gotten the better of Theos?
Yes, but imagine how much fun it would have been. Can't you just picture him all strung up in vines like an angry little puppet?
Ooh.
But that's not what this is really about, is it? You are bound to that man.
What?
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake, and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
What exactly do you mean by that? I just need to get to that motherfucker.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
So, I'm gonna go crazy?
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
Well, it's either that. I would live with it if I could.
That is the penance we all pay. But penance cannot be paid for a past only known in fragments and glimpses.
Okay, so...
However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you
Oh?
agree, Sheetha?
Oh?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
Well, what is it?
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain.
Well, that's fine. It's just a bit of death.
But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then. And
Oh, my
merely
past
speed your condition to its end.
does come to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
This isn't really helping me much, is it?
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Okay.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
Nah, he's a bit of a dick.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos's path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
Okay.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
And you said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he
Okay.
stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
I agree.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is there another way to get
We
to him?
know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Oh?
Don't be cruel, sister. The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
What do you mean with the help of the
pit
gods?
is said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow.
But,
The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
so what is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we, a place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it, but at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it.
Mm-hmm.
Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
So how would I get these gods to help
Behind
me?
us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for
Not
help?
the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll, very well.
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I need to understand our history so it may be put to rest, nothing
A
more.
great many questions still to be answered.
Sure enough.
All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours.
Okay.
And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others.
Okay.
May you find an answer to yours.
Will do. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go in. Hello, gods. How y'all doing, gods? What do we have here? Charge time blocks the passage in... What's this? Larger shard. Did I just do something bad?
Incredible. A divine contraption that I would dearly love to inspect.
Uh-huh. So there's a bunch of different gods here, right? And I don't know which one to do. I'm gonna go to this one. Ooh dear, this is gonna be difficult. I sing of the ocean source that I might forget my own. Well, okay. I fucked up. All attack!
Let's go! The huntress's strength wanes. Got him!
Okay. This might require some bit of reading up. Okay, let me just see what happened here. Okay, Alof just returned from his great adventure.
Ready, Watcher.
You come over here. It's fine, we'll just quick save. The XP is good, at least. Good. We have books here. Take all of them. Here we have more books, and here we have more books. Okay, so we have a lot of books to read. Let us go through them one by one. Oh, this is a nice shield. I want this thing. This is not the books. Okay, first one is the Enigmatic God of Cold. Young students are confused. He needs an introduction. Embodies but the famine, plague, or simple bad luck. Rimgod is the primal god, silent, express death. Makes have known with his passing, not by proclamation. There are innumerable stories of God's terrifying passage to the lands of Yora when the beast of winter stirs. The faithful Rimgod insists that even another god's life can end in the stillness. They claim that the other gods must flee from the beast of winter's mastery over death. The beast of winter shrouded in the snowy clouds. Those who have seen this shaggy white monster claims that the soul of the fallen can be seen clinging or perhaps frozen to the beast's fur. Dwarves of burial south have numerous stories that tell a similar plot. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. For it's not a proper tale of Rimgod unless the hero's life ends in stillness. And this is the Sing, O ocean waves of Ondra's sorrow, for kindred love for the eternal moon. Sing of the ocean sorrow. He asked me once why I love Ondra. So Ondra is that guy. Until yes, I told the flawless leaf. Until yes, that Waidwin's footstep would bring me death. Sent Waidwin. Fucking let's go with this one. Rimgod. There is life and death and life. All life ends in stillness. I feel a sudden gust of cold air, as if the shrine were bursting into wintry life. The frigid winds cut through there like a sharpened blade, and darkness encroaches upon the edge of your sight. You kneel and close your eyes as you pray. The blackness fades to white, and the hurling wind fills your ears. The vision that you slowly resolve itself as a broad frozen plain. You see a procession of elves in the distance, periodically fading into and emerging from the whiteness. They trudge over snowbanks, their heads down against the driving wind. I know this place. This is the white that wins. The white that wins. You're headed for Moonfrost and the Frost-Tuned Breach too. Pretty interesting. It appears into a pale emptiness of wood and stretches as far as you can see in either direction. The elves stop in front of a mirror smooth section that's framed like a temple door. It seems somewhat thinner than the rest of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side, but a debilitating cold emanates from within. The elves pull pickaxes and shovels from their sealskin packs and begin hacking at smooth ice, their implements flying through the air in swift shining arcs. Though they throw their bodies into their labor, not one of them as much as scratches the polished ice. Yet with each blow, something bellows in the distance. Whatever that is, it's huge and angry, and it's coming our way. Forget about the elves. We need to be ready to move or fight. The elves hack away. Seeming ability for is loading, and the tremors under your feet. Your snow has risen to your knees. Your legs feel frozen in the drifts. So, we can get their attention, or attack them, or wait. What would we do? I'm guessing wait. You watch as the elves continue to work at the ice. They pay no heed to the rumbling roar and numbing wind. The movements, however, gradually slow. They labor at the ice with odd sluggish movements until they finally freeze in place. Some mid-swing, the others preparing for the next blow. You touch the elf nearest to you and he crumbles into a mound of snow. Final gale blows past, scattering the remains of the elves in a chaotic flurry. You notice a single spiderweb crack in the smooth barrier. It is the only thing that mars the perfect surface of the ice. Whatever's on the other side of the strange doorway, you feel it tugging at you. Only when you look back and see the parallel gashes travelling behind your legs in the snow do you realize how strong its will is.
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Remergond.
Plug the hole with a handful of snow. You fill your hand with snow and shove it in the crack. It hardens instantly and a hoary rime grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing it with the rest of the wall. When you take your hand away, a perfect crystal of ice remains in your palm. As you examine the crystal, the vision around you fades, but the unmelting shard of ice remains in your hand. Council of Stars. Find Noonfrost in 12 miles. Okay. So now I have to do quest for the fucking god. So now I have to do quests for the fucking god. Blood stands. All the warriors. Okay, let's see. So the Frost-Tuned Breach appeared to be part of a temple called Noonfrost. If I can find Rimgard's place of worship in Twin Alps, I also find the meaning behind the vision. Local must know something about this place. Hello. I have questions.
What do you wish to know? Until we meet again.
Never mind. Let's see. There's something over there, but I'm not too... What's in here? Hello? Warrior. Warrior. More warriors. Maybe there's something inside? Well, hello. Is this a bar? Three tusk, three tusk, three tusk, three tusk. Three tusk, three tusk. Ah, Simok.
Tread carefully, Estermore.
It is not many Estermore who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethel must be feeling especially soft today. What do you do there? As I'm a Father 3 Tastelga, I guide a tribe in all matters. I'm to announce to confer with some of the other men Father about the unknown friend. Your Hollowburn. We only have such births here on occasion, but it's made us more vigilant about our neighbours. There are some of us who believe you're offered to be punishment for defilement of the Boulder sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Esterworm. All answers to fit their hatred. There's no reason to believe a word of it's true. No, that's not what I want to find out. These are the wrong people.
I have sailed many places with the Duke's fleet, Skana, but never have I seen the famed coral harbor of Rauatai.
It is worth the journey north, I promise. Soaring spires, gleaming red in the sun.
I doubt my duties will ever take me there, but at least your words have given me something to dream of.
Oh, well, this seems like a bunch of friendly people. Oviatas. Oh, wait. And, this is the Golden Grove. Are you a friendly person? Welcome to the Golden Grove, traveler.
Many blessings, traveler.
What do you believe? No, I don't want this place. Where does this take me? Maybe it's an old song? Maybe this place has the answers I'm looking for. Is this perhaps?
We can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
Yeah, someone. 2 wood owls with colorful robes, blah blah blah.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds?
Calm yourself.
Fuck the Sky Mother. Whoa! That was creepy. Torval.
Builder's wisdom to you.
What is this burial isle? Is it dangerous? Well, farewell.
This chill gets down into the bones.
I'm guessing this is Snowfrost. Hello, good sir. I believe we follow the same god. I'm looking for the Frost-hewn breach. As I said, only the shrine in the eastern wing is open. The rest of the temple is closed to visitors right now. I suggest that make your devotions there and leave. Well, why is it closed? As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex and we don't permit outsiders to witness them. Others of my clan get rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave. That's a pity. I was hoping to learn more about these practices. The more complicated the better, I say. So tell me about Rimgard. He is the god of a cold, entropy and collapse. Many see him as a harsh god, but we recognize that he also gives life in his own way. All things wind to a merciful end in his shadow, only to feed creation elsewhere. But he is a silent god, and his ways are mysterious. To follow him is to accept inevitability without explanation. In this matter, and in the legacy, it seems the gods are often silent when we most crave guidance. What are you doing here? Well, my clan journeyed from the White that wanes to pay homage to Rimgard here at Moonfrost. We'd learned that this place had been abandoned for several years, and we felt it's our duty to tend to one of our gods' oldest temples. But it's been a long journey, but Rimgard demands endurance. No doubt he will be rewarded for us. I hope it is. Okay, let's see what's going on here. There's a new adventure, and we lost a fuck ton of gold to those fucking... Okay. You can take Alof. Alof is assigned. Is anything building at the moment? Did see anything building? Finished in 1 day. Good. 5. Okay, so this is going to take a fair bit of time. I think I'm going to end this episode right here. And then I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.